And we're back for this is day 2 of the Peebles Congress. We're walking up the drive to this is sort of like the Hydro, it's the hotel. So there's Jake and Abby. I'm playing with Abby today again. And I was hoping for a slightly better view between the trees, but we're playing this like secluded hotel behind the trees here. In what is a really lovely place. It's very nice. I walk through the town centre. Town's bigger than I thought it would be from the distance, but and today is Swiss pairs. I think we're playing 48 boards. I think it might be 8 rounds of 6, which is 6 round Swiss pairs. Might be a bit on the random side, but we'll see. I prefer more rounds than fewer rounds, so I prefer 7-7s, I think, but 8-6s should be good as well. Yeah, we did well last night, really good. I really enjoyed the BAM. Our teammates were definitely on the wild side. How many sykes did you two make last night between you? 4?
Over 1 hand.
Sorry?
Over 1 hand. Over.
Yeah, so they made over 1 hand, and what they mean by that is over that many. So obviously I think they showed a net positive, but I wouldn't recommend it as a strategy. Abby and I didn't psych once and we did fine, so but they had fun, they definitely had fun, so there we go. So I was hoping for slightly better weather, maybe when this is not overcast. I mean, we are in Scotland, so maybe this is just the default, and it is a bit on the chilly side, but all the birds cheeping, and so we're walking up there. Maybe show you the view of the drive leading to the hotel. Yeah, there you can see it there in the distance on that hill. It's the Hydro in Peebles, and I think it's been held here for quite a few years, to be honest. So I'll show you some videos tonight of the people in their fancy dinner dresses. We will not be joining them, but there'll be a speedball in the evening at 10 PM where everyone will be dressed up other than me, and maybe Jake as well, I don't know. So yeah, so back in a bit when we're inside and it's a bit warmer, and we can start some bridge. Inside now, and the bridge players are milling around. You can hear it's quite loud in the background, I imagine, so I'm going to turn this way. Got these really big high arc ceilings. It does feel like you're at an Agatha Christie murder mystery. Lots of fancy people in the foyer. I've just found out that I think we're doing actual championship pairs today, which is a pairs session for a qualifier, then a pairs final, so no Swiss today, which probably for one day is probably a better, if you're only playing 48 boards or something, it's probably 2 sets of 24 boards, qualify and final. It means you can play well and not win, because someone could just have a much bigger score, so pros and negatives I think for this sort of thing. So just aim for the first session just to make the final. I'm going to look for someone to put my coat, I think, but it seems weird to have those in the hallway. So we're going to go into the venue and pop my bag down and coat down. And oh, this is the stairwell to the. Oh, there's Marina coming down the stairs. Hi, Marina. All right, so yeah. So we're ready to start in a sec. I think we're actually just made it on time. We've only got about 10 minutes before play, so I'm going to go and find my seat, take a drink, put my coat and bag down, and get ready for round 1. So you can see the full room in play today. It's now full of people compared to yesterday. So there we go. There's 2 sections, and we're playing to 3 qualifying finals. So like the A final, B final, C final, or whatever they're going to be called. I'll let you know later. We're actually near the end of the round. It's very difficult in a 2-board round when you're north-south to politely leave the table to film. But I've managed to got some time now. Not going to give Tosh any tips, so I'm going to whisper. Tosh is getting some water there. You pick up the following hand. You've got Queen X, 2 low, King X, that's 7 solid, and it goes pass, 1 heart to you. And I think everyone's green. What are you doing? And I'm not sure whether the bid I made is the right bid, but what are your thoughts on the hand? And I'll go through my thoughts and then I'll tell you what I did. I didn't want to just bid 2 clubs. I think you're way too good for that. and I didn't really want to double and then bid clubs because it could just go 3 hearts pass to me, and it's very difficult to get to the right spot now, maybe, or partner jumps to 4 spades or something like that. So I didn't really like either option. Now obviously I think it's a better descriptive bid to potentially double the mid clubs or something like that, but I made a bid that I think I'm a bit on the light side for. Possibly I probably need an ace instead of the king of diamonds, so with the ace of diamonds instead of the king, I think the bid I made was fine. I jumped to 3 hearts over 1 heart, which asks for a heart stop. Now partner needs a bit more than a heart stop. Partner needs a heart stop and another card, or 2 heart stops or something, for this to be right. But I bid 3 hearts and it was pass, and partner bids 3n, and luckily partner had the king of spades and ace 9 to 4 hearts. My 10 of hearts comes into play and we made 3m. There's a couple of ways to play it. They lead the king of hearts, so there's the full hand there. They lead the king of hearts to trick 1, and partner can either rattle off some clubs and then hope they can't cash 5 tricks, which I don't think they can as long as you count the hand and keep the right cards, or partner can play a diamond towards the king at trick 2, but obviously that's risky. If that loses, you're just losing like 6 diamond tricks and 2 more heart tricks or something. So partner ran 7 clubs, kept the right cards, kept all 4 hearts in hand, and I dummy kept the king of diamonds and the queen of spades, and so the defence can't untangle 5 winners in total at this point. So we made it for exactly 400, which felt good. I think I'm on the thin side, but I think it might be the most descriptive bid for my hand, even if it's a bit of an overbid, because the problem is with just a heart stop you still haven't got 9 tricks. I think you need a bit more than that. You need either 2 heart stops, or partner needs to have an ace. So if partner's got a heart stop and an ace, you might get to 3n through other means, in which case it's possibly not right to do what I did, but it worked, so we will take it. And I think our opponents are, oh no, we're still ready. So yeah, so there's the whole room again, just so you can see a nice full congress. So we're doing well, and now we know there's 3 qualifying sections instead of 2, and my guess is we're on the border currently between the A and the B finals. I think we're above average, but I don't know how much by. So we've got like 8 boards left to do a bit better. I'm going to do some more hands later, but they're going to be a bit out of order because I've not had time to film. So you've got the following hand. I can't remember the exact hand, but you've got something like singleton, 10 to 7, ace king to 5, void, and partner opens a first in hand favourable, weak 2 spades. What on earth are you doing? My partner is brave. My partner jumped to 4 hearts, opposite like 2 card heart spot from me, and the ace of spades, 4 hearts has play, for example, maybe. And there are situations where they might have 5 clubs on and they can't get to it, or something like that. So my partner jumped to 4 hearts, and then the next hand twitches and passes, and he goes pass. He kind of looks at me. He didn't believe it was natural, I think. So maybe he's got hearts, and he goes pass, and they lead a 8 of spades or something. And dummy goes down with what you can see. How do you play it? Well, off the face of it, you need the diamonds to come in, and you've got what look like 3 heart losers, unless like it's Jack Singleton, and then maybe your heart pips are good enough. So how do you play it? Well, winning the ace of spades at trick 1 seems good, and at some point you need to draw these trumps, I think. So you play the queen of hearts at trick 2, and it goes small ace. And at trick 3 they play a second spade, and I think they've given you a chance now. So when they play a second spade, what should you do? And the danger is, if you need diamond, you need the queen of diamonds to fall to make this. And if the queen of diamonds falls, the diamonds are blocked, and so you're going to need an extra entry, a late entry to your hand to cash the long diamond, the 8 or whatever diamond you've got left at the end. So you can't rough this to start drawing trumps, because you just get forced potentially. What you have to do is take the king of spades, throw a diamond away, and cross in diamonds to play a second heart. And now if hearts are 3-2 and you suffer a diamond rough, that's a bit unlucky. But the hand that wins the heart has to also have 4 diamonds, and maybe that's not going to be the case. But I'll show you the full hand here. hearts were 4-1, and maybe you can work that out from the flinch. And when they win the heart now, they play the ace of clubs and force you, because you've roughed a spade and now you've roughed a club, and when you clear the jack of hearts, the third heart you need to clear, they force you again. You can't actually untangle your diamond suit. So I think it's weird that you get forced with this 7-card trump suit, and no losers outside hearts, to end up losing a spade at the end. They ended up losing a spade. The Queen of Diamonds fell, which was a bit on the lucky side, I think, but the Queen of Diamonds fell, and but the diamonds were blocked, so in the end they had to concede a spade to the hand with 4 spades. So interesting play problem, I think, from one. And I mean, the 4 hearts bid was brave, and if it makes, I'm quite amazed that the hand with Ace King Jack X of hearts and the Ace of clubs didn't double it. So maybe people are going to be in their hearts contract doubled. I don't know, because I think it can possibly make on the defence we got on the second spade. If they lead a club at trick 1, you're probably always off, but the fact that they've led a spade and played a second spade gives you a chance. You just need to not force yourself. So interesting play problem, I think. I'm not sure whether I would have got that right, but there's logic to getting it right, I think. So we're done. We're 26 boards down. It's the top 7 tables qualify for the A final, then the next 7 for the B final, and I think we're probably in the B final. I think I said we were teetering, and I think it'll be close. There'll be some boards to go in. Things could go our way, but in our section I think overall we're like 17th, and we need to be 14th, so it's going to be close. A couple of boards went away from me at the end. I think I had the following hand, and I don't think I did anything wrong necessarily. It goes pass to me, 3rd in vulnerable, and I've got a 15 but 6 solid clubs, so I bid 1N. Partner bids Stamen, I say no, and partner bids 2N, which is non-promissory, it's just an invite. And I'm like, I'm much better than a 15 count. I've got 6.5 tricks or thereabouts, and partner just needs to have a smattering of things, and if partner's got 4 hearts or something like that, so should be fine. And so I bid 3N, and they found a heart lead, and hearts were 2-2, and they've just got 5 hearts to take. So if I pass 2N, we just get a better board, I think. We just get a plus score, and that was near the end, so that might have been the one that cost us. I'm not sure I did anything wrong necessarily, but maybe I had my team's head on, and maybe I should just pass. But it's a pretty good hand, I think. Yeah, maybe it's just one of those hindsight things at the end of the hand. I wish I hadn't done it, but if they don't lead a heart, for example, or if partner's got swap the partner's hearts and spades and maybe we're in a better position. So who knows? I don't know whether other people have qualified that we know, but that's it. So hopefully there's some more interesting hands from the evening's play. Some of the ones that we did well on were just mistakes from the opponents. I don't really like to film those. So, and we weren't really bidding wildly. We were just kind of following the thing and hoping, just to play them well. And we did all right. I mean, we got 54%, I think, so it's all right. But I think, B final for us probably. So we'll see what happens after lunch. So we were right. Did you make it, Magnus? So Magnus made the final. Jake and Tom made the final. We didn't, and we weren't close. Well, as in, we were 23rd and we needed to be 14th. So it was more than one board, which is good. It doesn't make you feel bad if you've made more than one error. Although, as errors goes, we didn't make too many blatant errors. I think there was a couple of times where we dropped a trick. At one point, I delayed taking an ace to receive a count signal from partner. Got the signal, played what I thought was right, and forgot we were playing standard count. So that was a mistake, which cost us a good board, I think, or got us a bad board, or one or the other. So we weren't potentially as clinical as we were yesterday, and so we're probably where we deserve to be. So we're going to come back after the break, and we're going to win the B final, or the consolation final, whatever it is, which I think is 7 tables. It'll be like a 7-table Howell, all play all, probably. And then if you're in the C final, it might just be a Mitchell. So again, I don't know what the names of the finals are, but the results list are on there. And we're 23rd with a score of 53%. So maybe opportunities missed, but it's fine. So we're going to go. I've got a sandwich from Greg's for lunch. Everyone else is eating some fancy meal, but we're not staying in the hotel, so we haven't paid for the meals. So we're just going to sit down in the lounge area and have a bite to eat, and we're back in an hour for the second set. Hopefully there are some better hands. So there's two sections of 7 tables. And we're in the B section, and then everyone else plays Swiss. I really like that. I think if you haven't done well at multiple pairs and you don't like multiple pairs, then you get rewarded with a Swiss. So I quite like that. I think I prefer Swiss generally to multiple pairs anyway. But we're in the multiple pairs, and a few people we know are in the Swiss. So you pick up this hand, 2 low, Queen Jack 9, 8 to 5. 2 low, ace queen to 4, and it goes pass to you. And so we've been pretty sensible with our week 2, so I decided to pass. In third I'd have opened this, but you don't need to. You can always bid 2 hearts next time round over something, and you've pretty much shown your hand. And so it goes a no trump on my left, pass, and I no trump is 15-17. Well, no one's vulnerable. As we say, it's a bidder's game, so you just bid 2 hearts to show hearts and a minor. 5-4. If you had 6 hearts, you could have bid something else. So you're showing like 5 hearts and 4 card minor. You could have shown a 5 card minor and 4 hearts by doing something else, and that's what you've done. And this goes pass, double, pass. But the hand that passed it out, the opening on no trumper, thought for a while before passing. So my guess is that they've only got 3 hearts. And they're just deciding that this might be like a top or bottom situation. They haven't got a clear bid to do. Maybe they haven't got 4 spades. Maybe they haven't got a good suit. Maybe they don't want to chance 3 of a minor because it might go off. So dummy comes down with what you can see, and they lead a jack of clubs. So at trick 1, you pretty much know the whole hand. So they've led the jack of clubs, so they clearly haven't got the king. They've probably got ace king of hearts to pass the double, and the diamonds on us will be split. So if that's the case, if the hand on your left's got ace king of hearts, jack of clubs as an 8 count, the diamond on us are split, chances are the king of spades is onside. The hand on lead won't have ace and king, or king and queen of diamonds, you'd think, for leading this weird jack of clubs into what is likely to be my suit. So this is great. You've got the whole hand. You know the spade finesse is probably going to be right. Spades are probably going to be, given he's short in clubs, spades are probably going to be 3-3. I don't think either hand will have 4 spades. The hand on your left won't because they didn't bid 2 spades, and the hand on your right won't because the left-hand opponent can't be 2-2 in the black suits because you're playing them for 3 hearts. So you pretty much a little hand, brilliant, but you're still 1 off. Oh dear. So I faffed about and I faffed about and I faffed about, and I ended up playing 3 rounds of spades, throwing a diamond away, and on the hope that they do something weird, that they give me an entry to dummy. So I played 3 rounds of spades, throwing a diamond away after winning trick 1 with the queen of clubs, and then they won. They played ace and another diamond. I roughed. I played a heart towards the 10. They ducked and my 10 held. And then I did something weird. I just played a winning spade off dummy, letting the right hand opponent rough, and I discarded a club. I want them to do something weird, but I'm in danger of forcing myself. So I've got to be pretty sure that hearts are 3-3. Otherwise, I'm just going loads off, and I should be going 1 off. But I'm trying to make it. And so now, when they play another diamond, I'm forced. I played the ace of clubs, and the hand with ace king tight of hearts now. I'm going to show you the whole hand because I know this has gone a bit waffly. Roughs in, and he doesn't know what to do. The best defence is to draw my last jump and just keep forcing me, and I end up losing a club to West. But he didn't know what to do, and he tried to see if his partner could over-rough the 7 of hearts, and he played a 4th round of diamonds. But obviously he knows that's a rough and discard, and I was able to rough in dummy and pitch a club away. So I ended up making this for 470 through a lot of information and a lot of guesswork at trick 1, all those logical inferences at trick 1. Sometimes the speed in which he passed it out told me he didn't have 4 hearts, I think, because whenever he's got 4 hearts he just passes without thought, I think. So the jack of clubs at trick 1 tells me he's got a short club. The fact that he's got short clubs means he can't be short in spades as well, and so there's a lot of information at trick 1 that allowed me to not just draw trumps and settle for 1 off, and I was able to wangle it. Did require a misdefence, but I was able to make it. So never give up, and again, sensible people, you can use inferences and try and deduce what they could have rather than just waiting to see what they have and try and put them on something. And all my guesses at the start were right, and thankfully it worked out. So even minus 100 might not be too bad. They might make 120 or 110 in 3 diamonds or something, so who knows. But things lie well for us. Both black kings are onside for us, so I think we needed to make a plus score, so I went all out and tried to do it. So we'll take it, and that was the first board of the set. So we'll hope it continues. Quick one for you, just an opening lead problem. You have King 10 to 5, Ace 9 to 5, Singleton too low, and the bidding goes a weak no trump, pass and partner, weak no trump on your right. You're favourable, so you're in there with 2 clubs showing both majors. This goes 3N on your left, pass, 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 and you ask if they play Lebenssoll, they say yes I do, and I says does 3N show stops in both majors, and they go no idea. Alright, what do you lead? I think it's a 50-50 guess. Partner needs less in spades for spades to be right, maybe, and you can get in with your ace hearts to cash spades, but it is match point, so maybe just a heart is safer, it doesn't give a trick away. So make your decision. There's the full hand. I led a heart, and obviously a spade lead means we do a hell of a lot better. I can't remember the exact location of things, but I think a spade lead maybe even beats it. You might just be able to cash enough tricks off the top to make it, but I think the close got ace jack tight of spades. Even that, like when I lead a heart and they played a heart back at me and I ducked again for a signal for partner, but partner's in trouble, ended up throwing a diamond away and that cost a trick. So spade lead wins, and just taking this ace of heart to trick 2 and switching to spade might win as well. So not great. I think we've just been done in. This is South's hand on this board. They've got Queen 10 tight, Ace to 4, too low, King Jack to 5, and it goes pass, 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 and your partner opens a spade. On your right, they bid 2 hearts, unfavourable, and you have a natural 2N bid in your locker, so you bid 2N, which is natural. Your partner bids 3 spades. Well, you're playing 4 card majors, so 3 spades shows at least 5. On this hand, with Queen 10 tight of spades and no diamond stop, bids 3N. Just pass, 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 and my partner understandably doesn't find a diamond lead. Now my partner does have ace and queen, so there's the whole hand. My partner's got ace queen of diamonds, but they've also got jack x of hearts, and I've bid vulnerable 2 hearts. I don't know whether you can play the ace of diamonds, have a look at dummy or something like that, and then see for hearts which is right. I don't know whether you'll need to lead hearts twice before your diamonds go away, but you're looking at 4 small spades, so you know the spades are coming in, so I don't know whether it's right, but partner's just trusted me and led the jack of hearts, which is, you know, if I'm going to bid a suit at the 2 level here, it's going to be good. So I actually quite like the jack of hearts lead, but obviously when I look at dummy, there's 6 spades here. Anyway, they rattle off the first 9 tricks, they take 6 spades, ace, king, ace. Partner hangs on to the queen of clubs to not let it make any more, but we can beat it, and 4 spades realistically won't make. I think you might be able to pin the 10-9 of clubs and catch the queen, but you're not going to play that. So I think we've just been done in there. I think that'll be a bottom. So well bid opponents for bidding to the game on the cards. That's the best chance. Obviously diamonds are wide open. You're missing. You bid 3N with 2 low diamonds, but you're probably going to get a heart lead most of the time. I think you'd have to have a really good diamond suit to lead a diamond there. So yeah. So that's the top gone back to a bottom. I think we're running about middling, I think, after about 8 boards. So it's all play all. So we've got 13 rounds of 2 boards. So we're about a third of the way through, and we're not doing badly, but we're not doing well. So you have the following hand. You pick up Singleton Queen, King 3rd, 3 low. Now you've got King X of Hearts, 3 low, Ace Queen 10 to 7. So you open a club, the next hand bids a spade, and your partner makes a takeout double showing 4 hearts, negative double. The hand on your right bids 1 no trump. You still have 7 clubs, so you bid your clubs again. The left hand opponent bids 2 spades. Your partner bids 3 clubs at favourable. And this goes pass, you pass. Partner's got other things they could have done, and they bid 3 spades on your left. This goes pass, pass. Well, 3 spades is making, 4 clubs is quite cheap, so there's an argument potentially you bid 4 clubs here. The guy who's bid spades might have as many spades as you have clubs, for example, and dummy's going to have hearts over your partner's hearts, maybe. Who knows? So maybe there's an argument at favourable to bid 4 clubs, but you decide to pass, and Partner leads the king of clubs, and you can see dummy go down with Jack X, 10x of spades, Ace Jack fourth heart, King to 4 diamonds, and Jack third club. And partner leads the king of clubs. So what's this club king of clubs from? It's probably from King X. Partner's probably raised knowing you've got 6 clubs. A lot of the time you weren't forced to bid 2 clubs, so 2 clubs is voluntary. You're not just going to bid a weak no trump and 5-card club suit, so you're likely to have a good hand or 6 clubs or something. So partner's raised to 3 clubs with King X, so the likelihood is your partner's king of clubs is going to hold this trick. And what card do you play under the king of clubs? Well, the partner may or may not have a spade trick. Who knows how good the clever spades are? And partner has 4 hearts, as Ace Jack to 4 in dummy. You've got King X. It might be right for partner to switch to a heart. It might be right for partner to not switch to a diamond and play another club. So how can you make this clearer for partner? Well, on the king of clubs you've got a couple of choices. You can overtake and just play. You can't really afford to overtake and play another club. You could overtake and switch. So you could overtake and switch to the king of hearts, which doesn't feel right. Or you could play various clubs under the king, and king shows count. So in theory your clubs are count. The one club that isn't count is the queen. The queen has to be suit preference here. The queen has to say please play a heart. You can. There's no rush to necessarily do things potentially, unless the clever's got like a stiff ace of diamonds, and you can take away the entry to the king of diamonds or something along the lines of that. Maybe queen jack tight of diamonds, and you're giving them time to unblock the diamonds and get over there with the ace of hearts. That's the only time really it's right to play a heart at trick 2. But a diamond at trick 2 can't be right, and another club probably isn't going to be good enough. You know, you won't be able to get a trump promotion for partner. You've got no real entry before declarers attack the trump. So maybe there's a logic to playing the queen of clubs at trick 1. And if you look at the whole hand, the queen of clubs works wonders, because your partner then finds a heart switch. The partner switches to like the 10 of hearts and queen 10 9x, and it kills the ace of hearts while the diamonds are blocked. The clever's got ace queen tight of diamonds, and you keep it to 9 tricks. So that's really good. Obviously anyone making 10, and you're going to make 10 quite a lot of the time, because this heart switch of trick 2 is difficult to find, and it isn't clear why the queen of clubs is right, but it just happens to be right on this deal, and maybe there's a bit of logic for doing it. I don't know, but 4 clubs is cheap. They're probably not going to double us. They didn't feel like the doubling type, and it's a bit more difficult if they bid 4 spades over you. They feel like they had the bidding boots on, and maybe if you bid 4 clubs they bid 4 spades, and now you have to find this heart switch. Now it's much tougher. So who knows what's right in the hand? I think because spades outbid clubs, I think most people are going to buy it in spades most of the time, and 10 tricks is going to be let through a lot of the time. We let through 10, and so maybe it's just going to be the par on the board. It's very difficult to find this lead, but you've got to think about the queen of clubs being unequivocally please play a heart, and whether it's right to do it on this hand, I don't know. It's close, and maybe at teams it's probably right to do it if they're in 4, and at pairs maybe it's right to do it if they're in 3. I don't know, who knows. If you think it's right, let me know. But we didn't do it. My partner played the 8, and so I just played the second club, and they made 10. So probably an opportunity missed rather than a mistake, I guess. So we'll see. So you have the following hand. You have void, 5 to the 10, 6 to the king, queen, jack, queen X on screen here, and you're favourable, but on your right, before you get to bid, they open 2 diamonds multi in front of you. So your first decision is, are you doing anything? Are you bidding 3 diamonds? And I think some of the time you can bid 3 diamonds here, especially over a multi when it obscures which major they've got. The hand on your left isn't going to know whether the hand on your right's got spades or hearts, because you've got so many hearts for your 3 diamond bid, that maybe you obscure things to the point where and you're favourable. So if this gets doubled and you go off, it can't be too bad. You've got king, queen, jack to 6 and a void. You're going to have a lot of playing strength there, and they're not going to play you for this. Anyway, you decide to pass, and it goes 2 spades on your left, which shows game interest in hearts. That's what they say. And your partner doubles this pass. Well, is Laban still on here? Yeah, when they open a multi, you just have to assume that when one of them bids the 2 hearts or 2 spades, that's the suit, and you do a take a double of that, and then you play regular Leventhal over that. So now you've got a really easy 3 diamond bid. You've got a good hand in the context of your original pass. You've got, 3 diamonds. And the only thing is, when partner doubles 2 spades, partner will have hearts here. So do you just bid 4 hearts? That's another argument. You could just jump to 4 hearts here. So you bid 3 diamonds, and hopefully if that doesn't end the auction, you might be able to bid off of 4 hearts on the next round or something, in case they're messing about. The next hand bids 3 spades. Then your partner emerges with 5 clubs. What the hell's that? Well, partner's probably just got strong hand and clubs, and opposite your positive response is saying we can make 5 clubs. Well, you've got this void spade. Partner may or may not know you're short in spades. It's very difficult. Obviously, how many spades does this 3 spade guy have? You know, maybe he's sandbagging with a lot of spades or something. So you're probably going to bid 6 clubs, but what you need to do, just in case partner's super strong, is probably bid 5 spades on the way, showing your first round spade control. You've got a source of tricks, you've got a first round spade control, and you've got the queen of clubs, which might fill in the gaps. So partner bid 6 clubs, and we made 13, which might be good anyway. Bidding a slam here, obviously, partner's only got you've only got an 8 count, and partner's got a strong hand, but queen x of spades doesn't look good. So the hand with the void has to be on the bidding slam, but because you've got a void, maybe you want to just look for 7 in case partner's super good. It's very unlucky, I think, to just bid 6 clubs and find partner with 7 clubs and 2 aces. So who knows? But we bid slam, so that might be good. It might be bad. Who knows? I'll give you an update. So I'll give you an update in a second. We got 58%. We'd finished, and they're clearing the room out. So the Swiss pairs is finished. We're in the last round now. People are starting to pack boxes away, and they're going to have the gala dinner in here. So I'll show you some pictures of people in tuxedos and stuff, and fancy dress, and then the speedball as well. That'll come in a bit. So we finish, and it says we got 58%, which felt about right. I think we were average plus for most of the day, to be honest. We were unlucky not to make the A final. I think we had some bad mods in the end. But the bridge mate not only gives you a percentage at the end, it gives you a position, and it says we're first. So to win a 14 pair thing with only 58%, it's pretty lucky. I mean, I don't know we've won yet, so you'll get some indication in a bit as to whether that's the case or not. But yeah, I had a really good time. This is Abby. She's played like a trooper, absolute star. Had fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Usually a lot more fun given the defense boards. Usually you have more fun declaring, but a lot of good defense ones.
I always enjoy playing with people when we defend on the same wavelength. Not necessarily defend well, but on the same wavelength. And if you're on the same wavelength, defense is a joy. And I think it's actually my favourite part of bridge, I think, when you're defending well. And so we defended well today. I picked up a lot of flat 3 counts and stuff, and we just didn't give much away in defence. So you can see there's Stephen in his tuxedo. So who knows whether we've won? I'll let you know in a bit. And we'll be back for some speedball. I'm playing with Rob, and Abby's playing with Julia. So you know all those people if you watch all the videos. And that'll be the last thing we do today. But I'm probably not going to give analysis on speedball hands. That seems a bit over the top. So we won! Had a good day today. We'll be back in a sec with some photos from speedball and people dressed up and stuff, but I'm going to take a few hours off and go and get some food and stuff. So really enjoyable playing with Abby. We defended well, and that's a really good thing, and we didn't drop many tricks. Our mistakes weren't mistakes, they were actual things you could have thought about and maybe got right mistakes, which nearly everyone has anyway. So just don't do anything stupid, and you will finish above average, and we just did that very well today. So we didn't get many gifts, that's why we didn't make the A final, but in the B final we just played solidly. So it's a really enjoyable place actually. The only complaint about the hotel is really hot, but I get that with a lot more events. There's very few events where I feel it's too cold, and this one the whole venue is just too hot. There's no, I mean, they're in Scotland, they're not going to have like tons and tons of air conditioning and no ventilation and stuff, so I'm a bit on the hot side, and it probably maybe because I've been drinking a bit, so it is what it is. So yeah, we've been chatting about the hands. Tom and Jake didn't podium in the A final, but we did. Clive Owen won the A final, so Clive and I have had a good chat. And we'll be back with some speedball, and tomorrow is the Swiss teams, so we'll see you shortly. So you can see now, this is the people milling about before the dinner. That's Sarah. You've got Chucker there, you've got some people here, and they're all in fancy attire. No one's looking at me. We're going to swing in today. All the ladies in fancy dress. I say fancy dress, not actually fancy dress, but you see, yeah, I'm not dressed for this, and I should have brought something good, so I'm not going to show I'm still in my t-shirt or polo shirt and jeans. But everyone's in a tux, so I'm going to try and get a view of the room. Excuse me, ladies, excuse me. So everyone's got some champagne glasses, and that's Alex and John, previous teammates. And you can see just how nice it looks.
Well done for our president. And the media here,
Yeah, the media's gone. England, but not Scotland, obviously. Not Scotland now. See you later. Oh, we're speedballing. Yeah, see you later. There's the legend, there's Tom Cohen. Woo! The man. So lots of people. So we've got a nice bar open there. There's Craws and lots of people. So we're going to go out for a dinner in Peebles. But next year, if I come again, I will definitely bring something smarter. So that's what you can look for. It's like a dinner party and Agatha Christie murder mystery or something. And Ravi's just pinched my arm. So that's what you can see Peebles is like. So if you come again, make sure you bring something smart. This is Jake, this is Abby, and this is me. We are not dressed up, so we are going into Peebles Town Centre to get some food, and we'll be back for some speedball. I'm playing with Rob Hickling, Abby's playing with Julia Campbell, and Jake, who are you playing with? Croz, and Jake's playing with Croz, so it should be a good time. I'm going to put my camera back.
Do you know where there's stuff to drink?
I do not know where there's stuff to drink. There's a bar over there, my friend. I'd probably try there. So we're going to put the camera back and join you for speedball later. This man's just made 6 hearts on the very second board. Cheers, Rob. Cheers.